Dinosaur Sanctuary. Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you, and which feeds on grass like an ox. What strength it has in its loins, what power in the muscles of its belly. Its tail sways like a Lebanese cedar, the sinews of its thighs are close knit, its bones are tubes of bronze, its limbs like rods of iron. It ranks the first among the works of God, yet its maker can approach it with his sword. The hills bring their produce, and all the wild animals play nearby. Under the lotus plants it lies, hidden among the reeds in the marsh. The lotuses conceal it in their shadow. The poplars by the stream surround it. A raging river does not alarm it. It is secure. Through the Jordan should surge against its mouth. Can anyone capture it by the eyes, or trap it and pierce its nose? Job 1520, New International Version. Reptiles are abhorrent because of their cold body, pale color, cartilaginous skeleton, filthy skin, fierce aspect, calculated eye, offensive smell, harsh voice, squalid habitation, and terrible venom. Wherefore their Creator has not exerted his powers to make many of them. From the Systema Natura, written by Carl Linnaeus, 1757. By Introduction. Bioengineering technology, or biotechnology, is a form of study that is a multidisciplinary field that uses the integration of natural sciences and engineering sciences in order to relieve the applications of said organisms and the parts, therefore, of products and services, with specialists in the field being known as biotechnologists. With the first potential use of biotechnology originated over 40,000 to 26,000 years ago at the end of the late Pleistocene epoch, with the domestication of late Pleistocene wolves by modern humans. There wasn't a specific spot where this occurred, but it presumably happened across Eurasia, from Siberia to East Asia to the Middle East to parts in Western Europe like modern day Germany, with humans selectively breed and tamer wolves, shaping them into domestic dogs. Over generations, this would have eventually created the modern day dog breeds of today. During this during this time, during the agricultural revolution and the Neolithic period, or New Stone Age in general, the domestication of livestock came around 10,000 BCE and 8,000 BCE, when the agricultural revolution gave rise to domesticated goats, sheep, pigs, and cattle. Selective breeding allowed early humans to control traits like size, temperament, and milk or wool production. The domestication of cats came around this time from Near Eastern and ancient Egyptian populations of African wildcats. This happened around 10,000 years ago, as these early cats were important in controlling rodent populations around agricultural settlements. In the Near East, or the Fertile Crescent, specifically the Fertile Crescent, around this time, 12,000 to 10,000 years ago, during Iraq. During the New Stone Age, plant domestication to crops like wheat, barley, rice, and maize arose from selective breeding from wild grasses. As early as 4000 BCE, Sumerians and ancient and Sumerians and pre-Hellenistic ancient Egyptians mastered brewing beer, baking bread, and fermenting wine using yeast, leading to early microbiology. Various ancient cultures, like the Indus Valley Civilization in Pakistan and parts of India, Iran, and Afghanistan by 2500 BCE, created dairy products like cheese and yogurts. And much later, after the Indo-Aryan invasions of the Indian subcontinent, the late Roman period, 145 BCE to 27 BCE, and later the Roman Empire, 27 BCE to 476 CE, as well as the Han Dynasty, China, as well as the Han Dynasty of China, 206 BCE to 220 CE, and the Tang Dynasty of China, 618 CE to 907 CE, made stronger horse breeds and better crop yields. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 CE and into the medieval era, 476 CE to 1500 CE, and the European Renaissance, from the 14th century to the 17th century, saw a transition from alchemy to early science, with refined brewing and agriculture, keeping record of plants and animal crosses. And agricultural advances, like selective breeding of sheep in England, led. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. I'm not sure if you can hear those sirens blaring outside, but every like one like a few times, like once per month, or at least a few times per month, they like test out sirens in case there's like a tornado or a severe thunderstorm that's actually that bad. But right now, it's nothing to worry about. It's just a bit cloudy, but they're just testing drills. That's it about now. But on with the video. In the European Renaissance era, from the 14th century to the 17th century, saw a transition from alchemy to early science, with refined brewing and agriculture, keeping record of plants and European crosses. And agricultural advances like selective breeding of sheep in England led to the groundwork for modern genetics centuries later. The scientific revolution from 1543 to 1700 and the Age of Enlightenment from 1685 to 1815 led to massive breakthroughs, like early industrial. Oh, sorry, just not sure if you heard that, but it was just the wind. It's groundwork for mod. Oh, wait, hold on. Led to massive breakthroughs, like the early industrial revolution breeding of livestock, like British agriculturist Robert Bakewell's sheep in the mid 18th century. Dutch microbiologist Anthony van, oh god, I'm gonna butcher this, Leeuwenhoek's microbiology breakthroughs in the 1670s, and Swedish biologist and naturalist Carl Linnaeus's taxonomy of animals and plant life in 1735 would pave the way for modern-day bioengineering. The age of modern biology in the late 19th century to mid-20th century, like the Koch-Pasteur rivalry in the late 19th century, led to breakthroughs in the theory of the germ theory of disease. The Theory of Evolution on the Origin of Species, written by British naturalist and geologist Charles Darwin in 1859, led to a breakthrough of how evolution in animal and plant life works, with the term bioengineering being coined by Hungarian agricultural engineer Karl Erke in 1919. Hybrid crops or plant breeding began sometime in the early 20th century as well. The invention of penicillin in 1928, the discovery of DNA as genetic material in 1944, and the 1952 discovery of the DNA double helix by scientists James D. Watson and Frank Crick were pivotal. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Were pivotal in the roads to bioengineering. With bioengineering as a proper field starting to take shape by 1954 and into the mid 20th century following the end of World War II, 1939 to 1945. The genetic revolution from the 1970s to the 2000s, like the first recombinant DNA in 1972, as well as the rise of genetically modified crops in the 1980s, and a cloning of Dolly the sheep in 1996, which in this case led to a landmark in animal biotechnology. In the 1990s to 2000s led to the Human Genome Project, which would lead to the personalization of DNA in advances in medicine. The contemporary age of biotechnology from the 2000s to the present day oh sorry about that guys, would lead to modern advances like CRISPR Cas9, 2012 to present day, synthetic biology and biopharmaceuticals, which will make advanced cancer therapies, mRNA vaccines, like to recent viral infections like COVID-19, and antibody treatments in general. And now, bioengineering in the 2020s has been used to potentially bring back extinct Pleistocene epoch mammals and Pleistocene era megafauna in general in the next few years, like the woolly mammoth, the smilodon, or saber-toothed cats, the moa bird, the megatherium or the ground sloth, and many, many more, with scientists at the company Colossal Biosciences being able to bring back three baby direwolves in April of 2025, which had been extinct since 13,000 to 12,500 years ago. In 1990, American author, filmmaker, and screenplay writer Michael Crichton wrote wrote a science fiction slash horror slash action adventure novel called Jurassic Park, which was a cautionary tale about unchecked genetic engineering, the novel being about the rise and immediate collapse of an exotic tropical zoological park on the fictional Isla Nublar, 120 miles west of Costa Rica, with genetically recreated dinosaurs made with amphibian, avian, or reptilian DNA. The novel is made to represent the mathematical concept of chaos theory. A sequel called The Lost World was published in 1995 with Spielberg directing somewhat loose loose adaptations of the novels. In 1993 as Jurassic Park, and in 1997 as The Lost World Jurassic Park. This would have sparked the Jurassic Park slash Jurassic World franchise, with Jurassic Park 3 in 2001, Jurassic World in 2015, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in 2018, Jurassic World Dominion in 2022, and most recently, a standalone Jurassic World Rebirth in late July of 2025, alongside a few TV shows, tons of comics, video games, and books, and a ton of tie-in material. The films had a colorful cast of characters like Dr. Ian Malcolm, John Hammond, Dr. Henry Wu, Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, and later characters like Claire Dearing, Owen Grady slash Chris Pratt, and Maisie Lockwood slash young Charlotte Lockwood. However, in real life, of course, it's impossible to bring back dinosaurs with bioengineering because their DNA has degraded beyond recovery. DNA breaks down completely after about 6.8 million years, while the last non avian dinosaurs went extinct around 65 million years ago. Without intact genomes, scientists can't reconstruct or clone them, and even using close relatives like birds, we can't recreate the exact philosophy or behavior of dinosaurs. But what if that wasn't actually the case? Could a potential equivalent of Jurassic Park work in real life? If humans brought back dinosaurs somehow, could we make a proper zoo without any major issues like Jurassic Park? Dinosaur Sanctuary is just like that. Set in 2015 to 2016, the soft alternate universe of the original Jurassic Park movies, the book follows a rookie dino keeper named Yuki Suzumi, who works at the San Diego Dinosaur Sanctuary, a fully functioning theme park slash a biological reserve slash safari slash zoological park with high force paramilitaristic security, stabilized dinosaur enclosures, high force anti-cybersecurity measures, heavy corporate backing, more professionally trained security personnel, sophisticated monitoring, digital tracking, management philosophies, mass scales of operation, and more. The novel also features various characters like naturalist, zoologist, paleontologist, and paleobotanist, Dr. Nathan Wilson. Wait, hold on, guys. Give me a moment. Alright, sorry about that, guys. The novel also features various characters like naturalist, zoologist, paleontologist, and paleobotanist. Dr. Nathan Wilson, park office manager and accountant, Ami Yamada, ex Greenpeace and ex Earth Justice member, and the head computer programmer, Ethan Davis, game warden, professional dino keeper, and theropod specialist, Minato Kobayashi, and the chairman of the United Nations Dinosaur Overseas Committee, Charlotte Rivera, as well as a few minor roles from pre existing characters like Maisie Lockwood and Dr. Ellie Sattler.